Can I ask you a question? Have you ever felt exhausted by the end of the day, even though you haven't done anything physically difficult? And then taking a day off or sleeping a little bit more, but still the exhaustion comes back? Many people think that they just need to push through a little bit through this period, or they need to manage their time better. But what if the problem is not your willpower and not your time management skill? What if the problem is that your nervous system just doesn't feel safe anymore? Let's dive into it. So when we experience stress for a short period of time, our nervous system is designed to help us. It gives us energy to solve the problems and act quickly, and when the situation resolved, the challenge is over, it goes back to normal. But the problem is that today, for many people, the challenge never ends. It's constant emails, notifications, deadlines, it's financial pressure and family responsibilities. And all this repeats all over and over again. So even when we are at home on the sofa, our body still feels like if it's the danger around. And if we are in this state for weeks or months or even years for some people, its state becomes already normal, and we stop noticing how we breathe, how tensed our muscles are, and we don't even notice that we can't relax already when nothing is happening around. And this is one of the confusing things about chronic stress, because many people think, okay, I feel exhausted, I need to rest, but then the rest, it doesn't help. But of course the rest is important, and let me give you an example. For example, in the phone you have even if you are not using your phone, there is like tons of apps working on the background and consuming energy. And the same happens inside of us. We are planning, estimating, worrying, waiting for something to happen. And all this consumes our energy little by little, even if we are from outside look like we are resting, we are doing nothing. So sometimes the problem is not the amount of things we do, but the amount of things that we have on the background in our head. So this is why just telling ourselves to calm down, think positively often doesn't help, because our brain listens to our nervous system, and if our body feels unsafe, our mind keeps looking for problem to solve to make our body feel safe, basically. So the chronic stress, it's not only a mental state, it's also a body experience, I would say. Let's imagine you finally have a free evening, no deadlines, no messages, nothing to do, but still you find yourself bored, you start scrolling, or you remember something you has to do on the background, or you just feel guilty that you are doing nothing, or the opposite, you can feel guilty that you have time to rest and you are not relaxing, you can't relax, and it creates even more and more tension in yourself. And many people start judging themselves for this, start thinking, why I can't relax, what's wrong with me? But the main thing here, it's not your personal failure, it's how our system built, because it learned to be constantly activated. And it learned that through this activation, it helped us to survive. So that's why it stays in this state, because it learned that it helps to survive difficult situations. And so our body learned to be in this state. But the body is not the problem. It's actually good news here that the body can become even a solution, a key for this situation to solve it. This is actually where the somatic practices can become very helpful. And somatic, it simply means working with your sensations in the body, noticing how you breathe, maybe noticing your feet on the ground, noticing the tension of the muscles as well. But most importantly, it's about learning to notice this little sign of tension, of overwhelm in your body before it becomes too late, before this overwhelm basically takes you somewhere where you don't want to be. And also it's about learning to give our body this little experience of safety, little by little, just like this, and repeating it again and again, like recognizing the signals and giving it safety. It builds up this base of safety, I would say, inside of us, and that's how we step by step start to stabilize, and over time, like less and less fall into survival mode. But here one of the often misconception comes because safety, it's not about removing all the stress from your life, because it's impossible to have like zero triggering events in your life. It always will be like deadlines or something like this, and actually it's not necessary to remove all the stress, because the stress, it's actually positive thing. When it happens like gradually and when it's not a chronic stress, but when it's just a one-time event, it's actually helpful for our body. We need to experience the stress. So there is no goal to build a perfect stress-free life. There is a goal to build a nervous system which can move between activation and relaxation. And it's basically what for our nervous system is created to help us to navigate these moments. And the healthy nervous system, it's not the one which never experienced stress, it's the one which can navigate, as I said, between this activation and relaxation. Because this relaxation of safety, it's not something that you can convince yourself into. You cannot convince yourself into that you are relaxed or you are in a safe state. It's something that your body needs to experience. And when you experience it little by little, when you, on average, feel more moments of this safety, that's when the change comes in. So you might start sleeping better, worrying less, feel more grounded, present, more connected to yourself, more connected to other people, to your family, friends, etc. And if you feel that you have been living in a chronic stress for a while, I want you to remember just one important thing, that your body is not your enemy. It's not against you. You don't have to fight with your body. Your body, it's trying to protect you, and right now maybe it just needs your help. Your help to recognize, to understand that the danger is already past, that now it's safe again. And this process, it can take time, it can be really slow. It's a process of building, I would say, in a little bit new relationship with yourself. And again, it's not about relaxation or something like this. It's more about listening to the signals of your body and reacting to them instead of ignoring them. It's noticing about how your body communicating with you and responding to it. And if this resonates with you, I want you to know that there is opportunity to work with me, and where together we can explore how your nervous system work and what practices can be helpful personally for you. So you can find all the information in the description down below. And remember, any lasting change, it doesn't begin with pushing yourself only harder. It begins when your body starts to feel safe enough to let go of the tension it has.